Alright guys, today we're going to be looking at how to make our Gmail more productive and efficient for us. So we're going to jump right into it and look at my inbox, and I have it set up through a priority inbox, and I'll show you what that means right here. So if we look at the first thing in my inbox is everything that's important. This is the important section. So if I come down here and decide that something is not important, such as this newsletter, it's as quick as unchecking that little tag right there which says it's not important. Once you uncheck that tag, you can come up here to the refresh button. Once I refresh it, I can come down here and find it in my everything else now. So here's that email that was at one time considered important. Now it's not. That's my third section. So the first one is important. The third one is everything else. In the middle here I have a starred section. So that's everything I star, and you can see the different stars that I have set up. But those are emails that are starred but not important. So like these three right here are starred, but they are important, so they stay in that first section. How do we set up priority inbox? If you'll come over to your gear and go down to settings, and then it'll take us to our settings inside of our Gmail. First thing is general, but we're going to skip over to inbox because I want to look at that priority inbox. This is how you set that up. You click, and you've got a couple different options here. I have priority inbox set up. That way I can come in and I can click on exactly what I want. You can add sections by clicking right here. I find that those three sections do everything I need it to do. So you can obviously change that around. If I click on add section, you can see some different options here, and you can even come in and have more options as well. So that's kind of as easy as it is. Once you change that, you come in here and click save changes. The next thing I'd like to look at is the general settings. So if I come in here to general, you've got a lot of different options in here. So really you can come through here and make it look exactly like you want it, and how to have it work for you. You can change the font, that kind of stuff, of how your text looks automatically inside of an email. Here's the different options for stars. So I like, I've got different. This to me is just something important. This is something that like a document or something I need to come back to. This is urgent, needs to be done now. And this is kind of like a personal type star stuff. So it's pretty easy to drag out the different types of stars you can use, just like that. A couple of different options in here. I have a signature set up at the bottom of my email. I also have it to where it inserts automatically before those lines, so people don't have to click on the lines to see your signature. It comes through automatic. And once again, you click on the save changes as well. I'll go back into my inbox now and show you the different stars. So for this, I can click and go through my 4 different types of stars. So as I click, I can click on this, and it'll always be under that blue information tag, so I know I can come back to it whenever I need that. Filters is the next thing I want to look at, because I really feel like filters is something that's can be very beneficial for us. When I click on this email from Miss Donna here, I can actually create a filter and filter messages like those. So when I click on that, everything coming from Miss Donna here is going to be filtered. So I'm going to click create filter with this search. Now I have a couple different options here. I can skip the inbox, mark as read. This is what I do to stuff like newsletters from Dick's Sporting Goods or different restaurants. I make that stuff skip my inbox, mark as read, so they don't try to talk me into it. Now I like to keep them just in case I'm maybe I'm going to purchase something, I'll go look for a coupon, but I don't let them do that automatically. It automatically skips my inbox. For hers, I don't want to do that. I do want to apply a label though. So here's where I can come in and choose new label, and I can put in her name, click create, and so now those messages coming from her will go into her tag over here. I can also apply a filter to 39 matching conversations. So these are going to go back in time to all the emails I've had from her and automatically throw them into that one tag. So I really think once you create that filter, it's created, and now you can see when I come over here, here's here's that filter, here's that tag, that label, and all of them are right here. So you can see all those pretty quickly. Maybe you notice some of the things different about my inbox, like this little gadget over here. This is a calendar gadget that shows me what's coming up, what I have planned for the next few days, and it automatically pops up right there in Gmail. So how do we get something like that? We're going to come back into our settings again, and this time we're going to look at the labs feature right here. So if I click on labs, these are kind of experimental stuff that Google puts out, not ready to go live with it, but can still benefit us if you choose to put them in. So this is one right here, Google Calendar Gadget. I click enable, and it sticks that little box over there to kind of tell me what's coming up. Undo send is another one I like. When I send an email, you got about 10 seconds there where you can actually unsend it or undo the send choice. So that's pretty good. But you can come through here and kind of look at some of the different options inside of those labs and choose which ones you think can benefit you. I also want to look at tasks inside of this. So right here, if I click the little drop down, I can go to tasks. I see what tasks I have coming up. Okay, so if I wanted to come in my inbox, all right, so here is an email from a media specialist asking me to look for a movie. So what I can do is click on the more drop down button and click add to tasks. So now what this does is it actually puts it in my to-do list, so to speak, and has a related email as well. I can even click the arrow button and put a due date on this. So I want to get this done before Friday. And once you do that, now you can actually come back into your calendars and see that in December the 19th, if I show my tasks over here and refresh this calendar, that there it is. There's that that task comes up, that to-do list. I click on it. I can even click the related email, and it pulls up that specific email for me. So those are some of the different options you can do inside of Gmail with tasks. I really like that feature that Gmail puts out. One more thing I'd like to look at is the daily agenda. One of the things I like to do is every morning at 5 a.m. I get an email from Google telling me what my daily agenda is. So if I click on this, it tells me what I've got going on that day. How do we set that daily agenda up? I come into my calendar again, and I go to which calendar I want to send me an agenda. Click the little drop down button, edit notifications, and right down here you have the daily agenda option. Receive an email with your agenda at 5 a.m. your current time zone. I click that check, click save. So now every morning at 5 a.m. I get a daily agenda of what's going on for me at that time. These are just some of the options you have in Gmail, and maybe connecting your calendar and tasks and different things inside of that. I really feel like there's a lot in Gmail we could be doing. So I want you to kind of look through those settings and find some stuff that'll benefit you. Thanks guys, and always remember to email me at joshua.bingham@carrollcountyschools.com.